We're just over 2 months into the Major League Baseball season, and there have been a ton of surprises. So in today's video, I'm going to go over who I think are the biggest surprises in Major League Baseball this season. I'm looking at the surprisingly good guys, not the surprisingly bad, just for some context. So please, if you do enjoy the video, drop a like on it. It really does help support the channel, as well as subscribe so you don't miss out. And make sure you follow me over on playback.tv/GiraffeNeckMarc. That's where I'm going to be doing all my live streaming this year. You can watch live baseball games with me, as well as just chit-chat and talk about baseball, or even hang out. Links in description. For the first surprising player in Major League Baseball this season, I think we have to start with Rays first baseman Jonathan Aranda. Aranda has been so good this year. I think we knew he was a good ball player. Shout out Foolish Baseball, he was on his 5 players he liked this season, but I don't know if we thought he was going to be this good. So far in the season, through 61 games, Aranda has 7 homers, 12 doubles, and 36 RBIs, but where it really gets good is his slash line. A .323 average with a .409 on base, .490 slugging, and an .899 OPS. For an OPS plus at 158 is pretty disgusting. If the slash line wasn't good enough, if the 400 on base percentage wasn't good enough, how about he's 9th in Major League Baseball in WRC plus among qualified hitters? That's right, Jonathan Aranda has the 9th highest WRC plus among qualified hitters in Major League Baseball. The hard hit rates are elite. The barrel rates are great. The exit velos are phenomenal. He gets on base. There's nothing not to like about Jonathan Aranda. He's finally getting a shot to play every single day for Tampa Bay, and he is making the most of it. Aranda is an absolute beast, having a breakout season at age 27. Next up, let's talk about Randy Rodriguez of the San Francisco Giants. Where in the world did this monster come from? This dude is having a ridiculously good year. Randy Rodriguez out of the bullpen this year has made 28 appearances, 29 and a third innings pitched. He has a .61 ERA that is good for 2 earned runs on the season. He has a whip at .614, a FIP at .99. I don't know how all those numbers are under 1. You just almost never see that. He's rocking a 41% K rate, a 2.9% walk rate, so that's a K to walk ratio almost at 40%. If you're a K per 9 guy, 13.2 Ks per 9. But the K rate's better. Just use those numbers. 100th percentile in expected ERA, 100th percentile K rate, 99th percentile walk rate, 92nd percentile whiff rate, 95th percentile chase rate. He only throws 2 pitches, a 97-mile-an-hour fastball and a wipeout slider. This guy has been the best reliever in Major League Baseball this season. I don't think anybody in the world could have predicted that. A massive reason as to why the Giants have been so good, been getting so many wins. When they have a lead, this bullpen doesn't give it up. Randy Rodriguez has been untouchable. This next player pains me. As a Mets fan, this could have been ours, but we traded him away for Javier Baez and Trevor Williams. Yes, Pete Crow-Armstrong is having a phenomenal season. And while we knew he was going to be a good player, I don't think anybody in their right mind saw Pete Crow-Armstrong having the season he has right now. Pete Crow-Armstrong has the 3rd highest WAR in Major League Baseball. We always knew he was a phenomenal center fielder, and we've seen the ridiculous defensive plays that he's made. This year, he has 11 OAA on the season, the highest in Major League Baseball. He's got a cannon of an arm, and he's got a 96th percentile sprint speed at 29.4. The guy is a freak out in the outfield, but the difference this season is at the plate. And while he still chases and swings and misses and doesn't walk, when he makes contact, it's been elite. PCA has 17 home runs, 16 doubles, and 3 triples on the season, with 55 RBIs and 21 stolen bases. A .276 average, .310 on base, .556 slugging for an .866 OPS, OPS plus at 145. That offense, with that defense, he is one of the most valuable players in Major League Baseball. He legitimately is a front runner for the National League MVP right now. I don't know who saw that coming. Not this year. Oh yeah, and he just turned 23 in March. Oh, Zach Scott, what did you do to us? Similarly, on the pitching side, Mackenzie Gore is a front runner for National League Cy Young Award right now. Of course, Gore has always been a highly touted prospect, and we knew the talent is there, but truthfully, it's never really showed up as consistently as it has this year. And not only is Mackenzie Gore pitching well, he is without a doubt one of the better pitchers, most productive pitchers in Major League Baseball this season. So far in the year, Mackenzie Gore has made 13 starts, 75 and a third innings pitched, a 2.87 ERA, a 2.58 FIP, a 1.142 whip. He has a Major League best K per 9 at 12.9. He struck out the most batters in the National League with 108, and he's rocking a K rate career high at 35.4% with a career low walk rate at 7.2. The stuff has always been electric from Mackenzie Gore. Rarely do you find a left-handed pitcher with a fastball that's sitting 95 miles an hour, 5 different pitches, 2 of which are wipeout curveballs and sliders. So yeah, he doesn't have the lowest ERA in baseball, but I don't care. He has has been one of the best pitchers in the league this year, and while we expected this at some point from Mackenzie Gore, we had seen year after year after year him not having that breakout just yet. He's having it this season, and again, I don't know who would have predicted that he'd be one of the best pitchers in baseball, making him a surprising player. For the fifth player in today's video, we have to talk about Jeremy Pena of the Houston Astros. He has been single-handedly carrying this offense, putting the team on his back. With the departure of Kyle Tucker and Yordan Alvarez injuries, plus playing terribly, Yainer Diaz taking a step back, the Astros desperately needed someone to step up, and Jeremy Pena has been that guy. Pena so far on the year is hitting .316 with a .373 on base, .480 slugging, and an .853 OPS for an OPS plus at 139, 9 homers, 12 doubles, a triple, and 32 RBIs with 13 stolen bases on the year. Jeremy Pena, top 10 in WAR this year. Nobody saw that coming. Incredibly good. He's at 7th. He's basically accumulated as much WAR this season as he did last year already, just 60 games in. And again, it's not that Jeremy Pena's been a bad player. He's always been great defensively, a good base runner. But we've seen 3 full seasons of Jeremy Pena. This is not the player that we saw. I don't know how sticky the numbers necessarily are, but the fact that he's been one of the most productive players in Major League Baseball this season, and again, has been carrying the Astros offense, been one of the biggest surprises of the 2025 season. But hey, he's 27. I mean, that's kind of what happens. This is the prime of his career. Maybe this is just Jeremy Pena getting to the next step, because right now, playing like this, one of the better shortstops in baseball. Time to throw the White Sox some love here. Shane Smith, without a doubt, has been one of the most surprising players in baseball. Shane Smith was a Rule 5 pick this past offseason. The White Sox, of course, don't have a lot of starting pitching. They had to go out and get the guy, and they identified Shane Smith as a really good pickup. The White Sox were spitting. They were right. So far on the season, Shane Smith, 12 starts, 62 1/3 innings pitched, has a 2.45 ERA, a whip at 1.139, and a FIP at 3.52. He's striking out 23% of the batters he's facing, walking under 10%. What he's extremely good at, though, is limiting barrels. Nobody hits the ball consistently well off of him. He's 6'3", has good extension, has a good 5-pitch mix, and while there hasn't been a lot of bright spots for the White Sox again this season, Shane Smith is without a doubt one of them. Rule 5 picks are usually very, very risky. Right now, the White Sox have absolutely hit a home run with Shane Smith, which is kind of a weird analogy to use for a pitcher, but they did not miss. Shane Smith, absolute dog. Not a lot has gone well for the A's this year. Jacob Wilson, though, wow, what a ball player. I will say, always been a big fan of Jacob Wilson's. I respected him so much in college. The fact that he went from being kind of a backup player in college to playing every single day to then being one of the best players in college baseball, he gets better and better every single year he's been playing. And yes, he was a first-round pick. We expect him to be good. But did you think that in his rookie season, he was going to have the second highest batting average in Major League Baseball? This is not a batting average YouTube channel, but hitting .366 with a .922 OPS, that's got some value. Like, if we're going to glaze Luis Ariz in the past, we've got to give Jacob Wilson his flowers, because he's just doing it better. Jacob Wilson on the season, 64 games, 8 homers, 15 doubles, 38 RBIs, hitting .366 with a .402 on base, .520 slugging, .922 OPS for an OPS plus at 159 is pretty disgusting for a rookie. Again, he's only 23 years of age. His Baseball Savant page is hilarious because the only barrels he has are basically his home runs, and he swings a really slow bat and he doesn't walk, but he makes elite contact consistently, and that's what's allowed him to hit .366 this year with a .922 OPS. Jacob Wilson is 6th in WAR among qualified players. Like, what? Again, I don't know how sticky this stuff is going to be. I don't think he's going to be a .360 hitter by the end of the year, but hey, guys like this have proved me wrong before, and I'm happy to be wrong about Jacob Wilson. If he hits .366 by the end of the year, that'll be awesome for him. I may or may not also have bets on him to win Rookie of the Year at plus 5,000 from earlier this season, so feeling pretty good about that one. That being said, even the betting odds prove that this is a bit of a surprise. Back to the National League here. Let's talk about the St. Louis Cardinals, who have been a big surprise team in general. Big reason for that, Ivan Herrera is so good. Herrera's only played 34 games this year, but the stuff looks ridiculous. 7 homers, 8 doubles, 31 RBIs. He's hitting .322 with a .397 on base, .568 slugging for a .965 OPS, OPS plus at 169. He can catch, but he's been such a good hitter. They're like, hey, just play DH. We don't want you to get hurt. Just work on mashing like you have. The bat speed's incredible. The barrel rate's fantastic. He doesn't strike out. He gets on base. He actually is a pretty good defensive catcher as well. Ivan Herrera has completely transformed this Cardinals offense. The fact that they can get this kind of production out of Ivan Herrera has been massive for them. A huge reason why they're winning way more ball games than we expected. I know I don't like the Cardinals and I have Cardinals bias, but I've got to show some respect to Herrera because the dude is an absolute dog. Okay, so hear me out with this one. We knew Cal Raleigh was the best catcher in baseball, arguably going into this season. But did you think he was going to be competing for an MVP? I mean, I know Aaron Judge kind of has it on lock right now. He's doing ridiculous stuff. But Cal Raleigh is going to be a hard second place. And I don't think anybody would have expected that going into the year. Not even you Mariners fans. You knew Cal was good, but you didn't think Big Dumper had it like this. Cal Raleigh has the most home runs in Major League Baseball at 26, 11 doubles, 53 RBIs. He's hitting 266, which, by the way, is a career high, 373 on base, 641 slugging, 1014 OPS for an OPS plus at 192. What? Cal Raleigh, stop it, please. There's children watching. I mean, this is crazy. In terms of F-WAR, there's only one player in Major League Baseball who has been more valuable, and of course, that's Aaron Judge. Otherwise, Cal Raleigh is ahead of Bobby Witt, Shohei Ohtani, Jose Ramirez, Corbin Carroll, Francisco Lindor. The list goes on and on. He's been the second most valuable player in baseball in terms of WAR. Does Big Dumper strike out a lot? Yeah, who cares? He's hitting bombs. He's carrying this Mariners offense. They legitimately would be like not even close to 500, I think, if it wasn't for Cal Raleigh. The offense is slowed down a little bit. He is not. He's so good. For the penultimate surprising player, Chris Bubic of the Kansas City Royals. Now, a lot of sharp fantasy baseball people and baseball analysts, again, shout out Foolish Baseball. He has hit a home run so far on the players he liked. We're big on Chris Bubic this year. And for good reason. We saw him at the end of last season look really good, and we knew he was going to be a starter this year, and he's dominated. He has the lowest ERA in Major League Baseball at 1.43, and that's over 75 and a third innings. That's not on accident. He has the best ERA plus in Major League Baseball at 285. He's only given up 3 home runs. Bubic is also rocking a 26.9% strikeout rate with a 7.5% walk rate. K to walk ratio of about 20% is always really good. He's throwing from the left side. He's giving the Royals length in games, and he gets chases. He gets whiffs. He gets low exit velos. Nobody barrels up the baseball. Pretty good ground balls. He throws 5 different pitches. Bubic has been one of the most dominant pitchers in Major League Baseball this year, and last season he did not start a game for the Royals. He made 27 appearances in relief. So yeah, people thought Chris Bubic would be a breakout player this year. Nobody saw this. And for the last and final player, I'm a Mets fan. You know I had to throw one of my guys on there. I think, without a doubt, Griffin Canning has been one of the most surprising players in Major League Baseball this year. I think it's safe to say that Canning was maybe the worst pitcher in Major League Baseball in 2024. It's very rare you see a guy make 32 starts, 170 innings pitched with a 5 ERA. He was terrible for the Angels. He then got traded to the Braves. The Braves cut him. Whoopsies. Could have used him, Atlanta. The Mets picked him up for $4 million this offseason, absolutely free, and he's thrown 60 innings, 12 starts, and has a sub-3 ERA. I mean, come on. Worst pitcher in baseball to that. It's the second year in the row the Mets have done that, by the way. Luis Severino, Sean Manaea, now Griffin Canning. And to be honest, I don't know how long Griffin Canning is going to keep getting away with this, because the stuff's not particularly better. He's just pitching really smart. He's using a lot of breaking balls, making big-time adjustments in the game, and just having some really, really good command. But hey, going from a 5 ERA to 2.9, I've got to say that's surprising. Shout out David Stern, shout out Jeremy Hefner, shout out Eric Yeagers. Absolute masterclass. But before I end this, let me tell you my favorite stat about Griffin Canning this year. In the 12 starts he's made for the Mets, the team is 9-3. Of his 12 starts, 6 of those wins came over teams above 500. The guy's pitching well against good teams. He actually had his worst start against the Chicago White Sox, go figure. But he's been a really good pitcher so far for the Mets this year. Fingers crossed that didn't jinx him. They're playing the Nationals on the night of recording this. Canning versus Mackenzie Gore. I'm really hoping that I can continue to have this hot take. Otherwise, it's going to age like milk. But there they are, my most surprising players for the 2025 MLB season. I'd love to know who you guys think has been the most surprising down in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content. And remember, playback.tv/GiraffeNeckMarc. Links in the description for all my live streaming. I'm going to be live there all year long, and I'm going to be live there tonight as well watching the Mets game, so make sure you're around for that. Otherwise, that's where I'm going to wrap it up. You guys know the drill from here on out. YouTube recommends you watch this video. This is my most recent upload. Click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you guys so much for the amazing support recently. I've been loving being back on the grind and talking baseball with you guys, so seriously, appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys later this week for another video. Bye!